Hey guys, this is Michael Smith with the Bluefield Group at Keller Williams Greenville Central, and I'm here with Nathan Robirds at PrimeLending. He's one of our go-to lenders. And today I want to talk about one of the most common misconceptions that a lot of our buyers seem to have, which is our down payment amount. How much money do you really need to buy a house? I can't tell you how many times I've been in a consultation with a new client and they say, you know, I don't quite have that 20% down saved up yet, so I'm not sure I'm quite ready to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
So, I mean, talk to us about that.
Yeah, so that is one of the biggest misconceptions out there today. There's, I guess a long time ago, you were required to put 20% down on every loan, and I think that just kind of stuck throughout the years. But currently, no, we have numerous programs that require 0% down.
0%?
Zero.
Okay.
Zero. So that's
my favorite number.
I love it. I love it. I love doing those loans.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right. So what are our options then? If we don't have any money to put down, what kind of 0% programs are out there?
Yeah, so we have USDA and we have VA. So those are the two loans that are currently zero right now. We also have some state housing products that are out there that we can dive into a little bit. So.
Okay. So let's talk about USDA first. So that's United States Department of Agriculture.
That's right.
The same agency that says 100% grade A beef, right?
Right.
So what does that have to do with us today in 2018 in Greenville?
Yeah. So the USDA program is basically it's very geographically specific. So we have certain mapping areas that you can go to on the website, on USDA website, and actually determine if your property is eligible.
Okay.
So what the USDA does, it basically takes out of the urban area and it's kind of the outliers sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes it's even what's now the inside of the city,
Really?
because the city's growing so much. So it's really geographically specific, and you need to check it.
So it's based on like population density.
That's right.
Okay. And if they haven't updated the maps in a while, you've got a rapidly growing city like Greenville. Right, that's kind of blown up, and there's probably still some really good parts of town that are USDA.
That's right.
Okay.
The map's been in place for a couple of years now. You never know when they're going to make a change, so it's good to look at that if you have the ability.
Okay, so USDA, geographic specific, 0% down.
Yeah.
What else do we need to know? Credit score?
Credit score 640. We have income limitations on that one as well.
Okay.
So talk to me, talk to Michael. We'll be glad to take a look at that and see where you fit in that box.
And I've heard that you can actually go a little bit below 640.
We can.
Under certain compensating factors.
Yeah,
right?
certain compensating factors. We do what's called a manual underwrite. We'll send it to USDA and actually put it in front of the underwriters up there and let them decide.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Gotcha.
But we can do that.
So that's USDA. We've also got VA.
That's
right. So tell us about that.
VA loans are great. They're wonderful. They're for active duty and I guess reservists that are out there. And there's probably still some other buckets out there that veterans would fit into. But it's a great loan. It's a 0% down loan.
Okay.
Currently, we're running a special where we're not charging any lender fees on VAs. So that's a big deal.
That's great.
That eats up a lot of costs.
Yeah.
So VAs are 0% down.
Okay, and does VA have any income limitations?
No income limitations on VA.
What about credit score?
We do have credit score limitations at 580.
So 580 and above, and you can do a VA loan.
580 credit score.
Okay, so that's great.
Yes,
that's great.
So
those are two of the government programs. You mentioned state housing. What is that?
Yeah, so state housing is a government program as well. It's through the state though, and basically what the state will do is they'll let you get into a house and they'll do a first mortgage loan, then they'll do a second mortgage loan followed behind it, a second mortgage, so to speak, to eat up your down payment.
So it's like down payment assistance.
Down payment assistance, right? So you don't have any down payment you're required to pay for unless there's closing costs. So
And so what do the requirements look like for that program?
So they're not geographically limited. So that's good news. There are credit score requirements on that. Depends on which one depends on the credit score. And then there are also income limitations on that as well.
So what else we got? Let's say, are there some programs that might not necessarily be no money down, but maybe a little bit?
Right. So we do. So we've got a couple different conventional programs. So Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. I'm sure you guys have all heard of those.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's heard of those. And then we have FHA. So another government program there.
Right. Okay. So what type of down payment percentage are we looking at with Fannie or Freddie?
So Fannie and Freddie's 3%. If you're considered a first-time home buyer.
Okay. And what exactly does first-time home buyer
Great question.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah. So that just means you can't own the house.
Okay.
Currently.
Okay.
So when you close, the day of closing, you cannot be on title to another house. That's
okay. So let's say I'm sitting here right now when I own a home. I don't own anything else. No rental properties. No vacation homes. But I've just got my primary residence, and I want to utilize one of these programs. Do I have to sell my home first and then think about buying?
Yes.
But can I go ahead and sign a contract now?
Please.
Okay.
just have that house that you're in right now sold before closing of your other one.
So literally it could be the same day closing.
We do them all the time.
Okay, so I sell my home and an hour later I buy a new home, and I'm considered a first-time home buyer for Fannie or Freddie.
For Fannie or
Okay,
Freddie,
great.
yeah.
And those were, you said 3%?
3%.
3%
That's
down?
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does the credit requirements look like for that?
620, 640. Each one of them kind of have different buckets, so to speak, and we can run it through Fannie and Freddie and let them pick. But that's kind of our general. 620 is kind of where we are, but
Okay.
we'd love to have 640. It's a
Yeah.
lot better and cheaper. So
Sure.
yeah.
I think you get a discount on your PMI, right? If
all
you're
kinds of
higher credit
discounts
score.
with the higher credit score
Okay.
you get. Yeah,
Probably better
absolutely.
interest rate and all that
Better
stuff.
interest rate, better
Okay.
PMI, better everything.
So what about FHA?
So FHA is a great program, been around forever. 3.5% down, no geographical limitations, no income limitations. We do have loan limit limitations. That is the only thing. So loan limit, not purchase price, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
you know, I think we're in Greenville, we're 295-ish,
Something
somewhere around
like
there.
Okay.
So that's a great program for that.
And that's 3.5% down.
3.5% down,
What type of credit score?
580.
580.
580.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
great.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, what I'm hearing, just from like a 30,000 foot view of this topic, is if you don't have a ton of money to put down, there's still some options. Whether it's 3.5%, or even 0%, depending on where you buy, or if you're a veteran, or if you have certain, you fit within the income
Right.
guidelines for state housing and things like that. So, and as far as the specific income limitations or the specific loan limits or credit scores, any of that type of stuff we mentioned, those guidelines change all the time.
All the time.
Right?
All the
So
time.
by the time you're watching this, that it may already be outdated.
Absolutely.
So if you're interested in something like this, I would say reach out to us, reach out to Nathan, and we'd love to start that conversation
Absolutely.
and kind of just look over what options you might have available to you.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to go over today.
Awesome.
So Nathan, I appreciate your time, man.
Thanks for
Always
having me.
a pleasure.
Yep, good to see you.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.